This is Trans Africa Radio.
The name of the album is actually called Destiny. It's looking proper, I must say. It's looking really, really proper.
Thank you so much.
It's looking really, really proper.
I see you holding a copy right there.
Yeah, I'm holding a copy right now. This is my copy, right?
Nice. It's definitely yours, man. It's all yours.
Yeah. If someone is actually going to come here and say this is their copy, we're going to have a fight.
They mustn't.
Yeah, we're going to have a fight. We're going to have a fight.
We're not having that. We're not having that.
So now, Femzo, you're actually telling me about this collaboration with Johnny Miller. You know, how did this collaboration actually come about?
It's a big one. It's my first UK collaboration. Because Robs Bafui flew to the UK in 2015 actually. And he met up with Johnny Miller. And they actually posted a video. They went live on Facebook where they were actually producing this beat in the UK. You know, and he came back. He told Johnny Miller that, you know what, we're gonna put a vocalist on this beat, and when we finish it, it's gonna go to my album. It's on his album. The track is on his album. So he came back from the UK and he said, Mr. Mo, I went fishing for you and I came back with a big fish, you know. So here it is. Like, fry this fish, whether you do whatever you want to do with it, write for it. And that's how it came about. So I wrote for the track. I felt the beat from when I was in studio with Robs and he played me the beat and I was blown away. I was blown away. And I love when I hear a beat and I can already hear my voice.
Okay.
So that's always a good sign.
That's how you relate.
That's I'm gonna kill this one. So when I heard the beat, I was like, I'm definitely killing this one. So that's how the collaboration.
Now, talking about some of the things that you've actually killed and some of the tracks that you've actually killed, you know. Is there one track that actually comes to mind all the time when you say, I've killed one track? And that was that track. Which one is it?
It's called Walking Away.
Sure.
It's called Walking Away.
Sure. Definitely.
I killed that track. Yo,
if you can say so yourself.
Oh my word, I killed Walking Away. I killed that track. That one.
That one is the one.
That one is the one. That's the one. Yeah.
It's the one, my man. Now, you were actually born Molefe.
Yes.
Molefe Mudik. How do you say your surname? I'm sorry.
It's Madikwe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I butchered your surname live on air, bro.
Cool, man.
I'm sorry, man.
These things happen. Don't you know? There's no master of pronunciation.
Born all the way in the Vaal, and you moved to Johannesburg. And then how was you growing up, man, in the Vaal? And how was your surroundings?
I was always that different kid. I was always that different kid that doesn't really mingle with everyone.
Why?
I don't know. I've just always been different. You can go to where I grew up in Residencia. Like, I grew up in Residencia.
Okay, these are the burbs, right? Residential. It sounds like the burbs.
No, it's not.
Okay, cool. It's fine.
Well, jeez, this guy. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's not. It's mid. It's mid tempo. Okay. It's not high tempo.
all right.
I grew up there. Like, I was always different. Like, to be honest. I didn't really have a lot of friends.
Okay.
So, and my parents were actually cool with that. I was raised by a single mother, by the way. She was cool with how I was, and even now she's still happy with how I turned out. You know, because I always did my own thing. Even the way I dress. I've always just been the different. And I loved it. Like, because it just made me even though some people didn't understand why I'm so different, but it made sense to me, and maybe now they're starting to see why was I so different, because I'm in my own space. Even when I write music, I'm just in my own element, you know.
True.
And that's just me.
That's just you. So now, you just said that you were actually raised by a single mom. You know, I want to find out, because I was also raised by a single mom. I was raised by single parents. Where was Dad all this time?
Dad was busy fooling around, and I was very young when they actually divorced. But I'm grateful for that, because it made me such a strong person. I never had a father figure when I was growing up, and there's phases you go through as a boy that you need
a father figure.
A father figure, and I never had that. But my mother was strong enough to play both roles. I'm where I am now because of her efforts and whatnot. My dad came back later in my life. When I was already independent. I was cool. He came back and he was crying tears, and he was apologizing to me.
And how was your reception towards Dad?
I was in awe. You know what I mean? I was like, I didn't know how to react. But one thing I told him is that I forgave you a long time ago.
Sure.
Because for me to be able to move on and find closure, I had to make peace with the fact that you're not playing a role in. And I'm like, back then I wouldn't even publicly talk about it. You know, because I just wanted to be like strong and come across as everyone, like everybody else that comes from a family that has like a mom and dad and whatnot.
Stable family.
But now, like, I'm so cool to even talk about it because it's reality. And I'm not the only person it happens to. You know what I mean?
Like you're not both.
So, and like, look, I didn't turn out bad at all. Like, whether you've got one parent, you know, it just works. Like, it boils down to embracing your path. What I keep saying, that it boils down to that. Like, I'm very grateful that such things happen because ordeals are character building. You know what? It built me. Like, it built me so much. I'm stable. Like, I'm stable. Even now, he can see he tries to build a relationship with me, but it's kind of not happening. You know, it's kind of still not happening. But I don't have a problem if he calls, I take his call. You know, if he texts, I text back. You know, but we just don't.
You're not vibing.
You know, we're not vibing.
No vibe.
Yeah, we could have been vibing if he knew my character, if he knew what I went through. You know what I mean? But he doesn't. He just wants to come now in my life. I don't have a problem with him trying. You know, that's cool. Because like, everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's my story.
That's your story. Very touching story. I also relate to that story because I never had a father. Well, he's there, but he was never there. You know? So basically, I never had a father. So I really, really relate to you. And now looking at your mom, because now she's the one that actually was the one playing all the roles. You know. Now, did your mom knew that you were going to be a singer or going to be a star?
She knew I could sing, but she didn't know how far I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
My mother only started calling me Mr. Mo.
I'm sure it was weird.
It was so weird hearing it from her. I was like, what? Clearly, this is my journey. Peace. I'm out 9 to 5. I'm out. I'm going. I'm taking this path and I'm going for it. You know, my mother only started calling me Mr. Mo like when she heard me on radio. And people started coming to our house to say, yo, we're hearing your son, you know, on radio. We seeing him on TV, like he was on whatever, you know, and she was like, oh, this is really happening. You know, this is what he's always wanted. Like, she knows I've always wanted to be a musician. But she just didn't know how far I was going to take it. Even when I went to her and I told her that, you know what, I'm going to leave my job for music. I was shocked. She said to me, go for it.
Oh, yeah?
I'm behind you. Yeah. What? She was like, go for it. As long as you are happy, I'm happy.
And I'm sure you were not expecting that.
No, I was expecting the opposite, you know, because they grew up in a different era. Where, like, you have to work, you know, like, you know. So they grew up in that. I was expecting her to be like, no, what's going to happen? She said to me, go for it. Your happiness is my happiness. Go for it. And you know, when a parent supports you, like, you know, support from home is very important.
True.
Like, and I don't cage my family to blood as well, because I met people that played a family role that are not even blood, you know. So they also like instilled that in me to say, hey,
this is your journey.
We behind you.
Now we're going to be playing one of your tracks. This is actually a remix. I don't want to remix. No, I don't want
Go
to
to
remix.
main
I'm sorry. I'm not going to play the remix. I just want the original track, okay? Can I please get the original track? Can I? Please, system? Can you please just work with me right now, you know?
You with us?
Okay, cool. The system is definitely not working with me. I don't know what's the problem. But anyway, I think we're going to just move on to another track called Banger. It's only safe, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to find the other one.
100%.
My humble apologies for that.
We're still cool. It's flowing.
This is Trans Africa Radio.